Greetings. In this lesson, we're going to talk about transposing music either up an octave or down an octave. So what we're going to do here first is take what we have written here in the treble clef. First, we want to identify the notes and the note values. So what I'm going to do first is right below the note value, we're going to use fractions just as a quick visual reference. So quarter note's going to be 1/4. Your eighth note is going to be 1/8, 1/8. So you have two eighth notes, you have a quarter note here, then you have 1/8, 1/8. So over here you got 1/4, 1/8, 1, so eighth note, and then finally here you have a half note, so we're going to use 1/2. Okay, so now what we want to do next is identify the note. So this is bottom space of the treble clef, so we know that that is E. We know this here, we always identify this note that hangs below the treble clef staff with a line through it is middle C. So we have E, C, C, E, C, C, E, C, C, second line is G. So now what we're going to do is we know where this is on the piano. Let's find the E an octave above this. So if you remember my other music theory video where we did that face, bruh, that face G, bruh, the top space is going to be E. So remember, anytime you cross this middle line, which is the note B, stem goes down on the left-hand side. So what we're going to do is fill in the space here for this E, which is an octave above that one. Then the next space down, because you skip a white key, which is D in between them, is going to be this C. And we're going to draw the stem down as well, like that. Another E quarter note here, stem down. And then same thing. And then over here, we have same thing. E, then C, C. Now remember, when we skip a white key, we're going to go up to the next space. So let's use this as a reference point. So this is E. So if we skip this white key, which is F here, we're going to go up to the G here, which is an octave higher than this. Okay, so you have E or G way up here, because you have that face G, bruh, right? Okay, so now moving down to bass clef. Let's switch gears here. So we know that this top space is going to be a G. This is middle C here, so use that as a reference point. So, again, we're going to write down below here. We have a quarter note, we have an eighth note, we have another eighth note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, eighth note, eighth note, half note. And if it's easier for you, if you find that you're less comfortable with the bass clef or vice versa, I have some high school students that play other instruments that are just in one or a clef or the other. So feel free to write in the notes. So let's do that. So we have this G here. Excuse me. What's right next door to G on this top line is A. So we have two A's. We have B. We have middle C. Back down to B. Back down to A, and then G, right? Okay, so now let's find the G an octave lower, okay? So we're going to come down here. We know that this space is A, right? So we know that right below that on this line is going to be G. And since we're below this middle line here, in the bass clef it's D, stem up on the right side. Same thing here with A. Two A's are eighth notes. Try and bring this up here so we can see that you're going to connect it and they're going to be eighth notes. This line right here, second line from the bottom, is B. Here's C, octave below middle C. We're going to come back down to B with a quarter note. And two A's, the bottom space. And then way down here, this note we began with, the G that's an octave lower. Okay? So just wanted to give you a good quick reference point. If you're working on theory homework right now that deals with transposition, this will also help you with note recognition. It's going to help you with your sight reading. When you're learning a new piece, you'll be able to better recognize the notes. So work hard, practice daily, and I'll either see you in your next lesson or in the next video.